The Mega Block has started. This is the Pokemon market. It's past projects. We are taking a look at everything right now. With the Mega Block starting, the ETBs are sitting at $110 today at the date of recording. The PC ETB is sitting at about 220. One of them's 215, the other's 225. Booster Box came out and it shot up right out the gate to 300. Booster Box cases you can find for right now at about 1800, which is what they're worth. So there's no real premium on them right now, which is nice. Same thing with the ETB cases. There's no premium on them yet, whereas others do have a premium. So if you want to pick up a couple of those for your sealed collection, now might be the time to do it. If you're thinking 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 years out, if you're thinking I'm not selling a booster box case till my kid goes to college, you've got time for this thing to flourish and maybe you can see a big return on investment when it comes down that way. That's what I'm doing with this channel. Hopefully, I can keep this going nonstop for the next 25 years, never missing a day, only slaving away to you guys and making YouTube videos for you. But realistically, we're going to take a look at the Mega Block now. The single cards are enjoyable, really, to just look at. I love cards that have, for me personally, I like cards in them with like family and friends. I like the Mega Kangaskhan really stands out to me. The Emo Absol really stands out to me. I'm not so much into the trainers. It's not my cup of tea. But if you are, there's one up there. Lily carries sets. Everybody knows that. She's been in so many different sets over the years, and she is a card that a lot of people like to keep their eye on. Mega Lucario and Mega Gardevoir is two cards that Gardevoir has a lot of fans behind him. Lucario's been in a lot of games over the years where he's another centered Pokemon. Mega Lucario EX and Venusaur battling it out. I really like the Mega Latias. I'm a fan of that card. If it was me for my top three, the Bulbasaur is my favorite. I'm a starter. I'm a Gen 1 just sucker. So it'd be Bulbasaur. Then for me, I'd have to go for the Emo Absol and then the Mega Kangaskhan. Those are my three goats. But Mega Latios would be number four, and then probably the Ivysaur, Venusaur finishing it off at number five. When you look at the booster box itself sitting at about $300, you could have pre-ordered it on a bunch of different apps. If you want to know the apps I'm talking about, comment it down below. I'll let you know. But you could have pre-ordered it for about 225 to 250, and then just before release date the pre-orders were shooting up to about 290, so you'd still be in that ballpark of where the booster boxes are at this time. The Pokemon Center ETBs for the Mega Evolution set, I really want a Gardevoir one just because I want that Alakazam. That Alakazam is sitting on a rock just meditating, looking like Naruto, or you can call it that. But realistically, it's just a clean card. That's the one I'm chasing after. If I can find it, definitely picking it up. The reason I pulled up the other page right here, Mega Evolutions, is the booster pack itself sitting at about $8.50. And a lot of people, I was watching a couple different streams on Whatnot and then just Rip and Shippers in general, they're selling the packs for between $11 to $13. So if you can pick up packs on Facebook Marketplace for 6, 7, or even $8, that's a win. So just keep that price per pack in mind when you're looking at these next couple weeks when people are realizing, oh, I bought too many packs and I need to, I don't know, what do they say? They have a life crisis or something and they need to sell what little or what a lot they have because they have to pay their credit card. So you might be able to get some deals and steals when it comes to the Mega Evolutions booster pack. If you can pick them up for $6 or $7 a pack, that's a huge win for you right there. Scarlet and Violet Error, nothing too crazy. We're gonna go into a couple of the singles cards just for the fact that like the Charizard's at $300. The Zapdos, I love the Zapdos card because it has Moltres and Articuno in it. That's part of my favorite thing. It's almost to $100. The Pikachu, I remember when this card was $15, I bought it and it was just like, oh my god, it's shooting up now. I picked this up at a steal. at a game store that doesn't really focus on Pokemon, they focus on sports cards. So when you go into a store like that, whatever's sitting on the shelf, when you see things move and you're like, you realize they don't reprice anything. They just leave it at the price and then they see till someone buys it because it's their margins and they get a win. You can pick up stuff at dirt cheap. So that helps. That always helps. This Alakazam has been rising recently and now it's over 60 bucks going towards 70. When you're looking at the ETBs for this, realistically, the UPC is hitting $600. That's nuts. I can't wait. Keep it going. Just keep it going. Paldean Fates, my guys. We're looking at realistically right now the Bubble Mew. With the Bubble Mew hitting 650, it's been going up. It's been going down. Nothing too crazy with the Bubble Mew in recently, but it's starting to show its prices. Realistically, it's cut a couple at 500 before it hits $600. It's right there, really is. The near mint ones that are around 650 right now. Well, you can go get these guys if you really want to go down that road. Bubble Mew still under 700 bucks. The Paldean Fates ETB in itself, this thing's dancing up to 300 bucks. The PC ETB is almost as expensive as a Bubble Mew. It's basically just a buy and hold at this point for yourselves, guys. Booster packs at Twilight Masquerade. What are we looking at here? Almost, where are you? Booster packs still at about 7-8 bucks. I don't think that's a bad pickup if you can find them in the wild. Usually these types of packs you'll find at Dollar General or like Walgreens or something like that. Not realistically at anywhere other than maybe Walmart. Target usually gets the newer stuff, like they get Black Bolt, White Flare, Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals, Journey Together. You can find like random Twilight Masquerade sleeves at 6 in the morning at a Walmart restock if you're going to go down that road. That's usually where you'll find things like that. For our set in of itself, my guys, I really like this Chansey card. I would love to get my hands on this Twilight Masquerade Chansey one day. If I see it at a card store, I'm picking it up if I can find it. If not, so be it. I can live with not getting these cards. I almost picked up the Eevee the other day at 50 bucks, but a guy sold it to somebody overpaid the guy I was trying to buy it from on Facebook Marketplace, and I'm like, oh well, I'm not bidding up on a card. That eventually it'll come around again, and if it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Those are some clean cards in that set. Twilight Masquerade in of itself is sitting at around a $200 Pokemon Center ETB. That's not a bad pickup. If you're a Greninja fan and you want to collect collectible item for yourself, $200 for an ETB. If you're a guy that I get every other month, you maybe work a little bit of overtime and you're like, I want to treat myself, whether it's a booster box or a Pokemon Center ETB in your long-term sealed investment area, that might be the play for you, realistically. For our Surging Sparks run, for the Surging Sparks runs, Surging Sparks Beehole Pikachu is sitting at about 330 bucks, closing in, but the Latios is next at Latias, sorry, is at 180. Milotic is a nice card, but this is the set that I never really got into ripping. When I looked at all these cards, and it's not every set is for everybody, but I would like the Latios and Latios here, and that's really it. If I got the Pikachu, that's a win. There wasn't anything in this set that really stood out to me. I skipped Surging Sparks for the most part. Wasn't my set. But if you can find the ETBs online and just hold them, or in stores, realistically, there's been a lot in recently with the Costco drops going through. If you can find this set and you want to grab it and hold on to it, you can. Isn't there a Snorlax in this set? It's the Spiel. I love the Spiel. I'm looking. Let me look real quick. I want to look and see. I think there is like a common Snorlax card that I did want, but anyway, it might be like a buck or two. I'm in. I was in the process of collecting Snorlaxes for a while, but then I flipped. And if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram, you know exactly where I am. Or if you want to hit me with that sub on YouTube, this card. Yep, that's the one I was talking about. It's a common card. I'm gonna pick it up eventually. That's my chase. I like to pick up all the Snorlaxes. For the prismatics, okay, prismatic is funny because you see the pack. Where's the packs here? It's gotta be on page 2. The packs in of itself are about $9 a pack. I've seen them at card stores for 12 to 13 bucks, and I've seen them at card shows for about 10, 11, 12 bucks, and they'll come down to that $10 mark if you talk to them about it. So there's room for growth if you can find prismatic realistically on Facebook Marketplace to get something at a decent price, but I wouldn't be overpaying for binder collections or text stickers or anything like that. It's really not worth it. If you price it out, you can probably get a couple booster bundles, maybe at GameStop or something for a good price if they restock some of those. But at the same time, they're realistically starting to shoot up. Umbreon, Sylveon is going up, Leafeon, Roaring Moon's going up. The set of itself is a clean set. A lot of people like Prismatic. It was the reason that I started to even sniff coming back into the hobby, and a lot of people did the same thing. Destined Rivals, this is the one. Everybody loves Destined Rivals. I've wanted Misty Psyduck. I've had 2 opportunities to buy it. One of them was card shop ripped a pack, got it. It had a print error. If you can see my mouse, it went from the top of the Psyduck logo through his mouth all the way down Misty. And I'm like, I don't want it. You're putting $50 on a print error. It's damaged. It's like it's just a print error. So I'm like, I didn't pick it up. If I could have bought this card at a card store or card shop, I would. 75 bucks for one copy wouldn't be the end of the world, but at the same time, this is one of the hardest to grade cards because for some reason Misty Psyduck just had terrible print run, or I don't know what the right word would be. Terrible print, like just the card itself is hard to grade. It's got under 40% PSA 10 rate, whereas like the Team Rocket's Mewtwo has over 50% PSA 10 rate. So like it's harder to get. So if you can find Misty Psyduck, definitely pick it up. It's worth grabbing onto. If you don't believe me and you want to call me out in the comments. I'll make a video on what I was just talking about there. There's information to back that up. I'm not just talking out of my behind. I promise you that. Destined Rivals ETBs are starting to climb again. I want to take a look at these. There hasn't been, yeah, it's closing in on 125 to 130. It's close. Florida Card Man is sitting at 130. So it's like realistically it's right there. It's a week away because they're getting, yeah, it's a week away. They're getting 30, still 30 to 50 items sold, and I put 25 out here. They're sitting at the 130 mark. There's 23. Okay, so the wall is 130 realistically right now. There's probably about 100 that are going to be sold around the 130 mark, and then to get through that might be tough, but it'll probably be a week away, week to 2 weeks away of Destined Rivals before it goes away. Unless the hype for Mega Evolutions really starts to shine, you can see it sitting there for a little bit longer. I want to just take a brief look at some Sword and Shield. Don't want to go crazy with it, but Umbreon VMAX shot up to about 2,500 after a buyout the other week. If you didn't know, now you know. And that's the card that everybody was losing their minds over. Rayquaza VMAX is another one that's going hard. One day I hope to get the Leafeon. I wanted that card for so long. Just never came across a copy with the right money in my pocket at the same time. I do want this Glaceon card, but there's just so many nice cards in this set. And then the Gengar VMAX is another one where hopefully one day I pick it up, but realistically, outcome's unlikely. The Gengar VMAX itself, no, sorry, the Alt Art. The VMAX itself is a card that I think I could definitely get if it just comes down to the right time. If I can find it at a card show, if you can find it at a card show and you want it, definitely work on picking it up. Aerodactyl V from this set is one of my favorite cards. The Giratina for a while, now this is just me being picky. I'm not a big Giratina fan. I haven't ever held that card in my hands, to be honest with you. So I'm not really one that's ever said I want to chase this Giratina. I'm partially colorblind, so it doesn't look good online for me, but the Aerodactyl is nice. I like that card. That one's my favorite card out of all this set. This is the thing again. This Giratina, it doesn't do it for me. It doesn't pop the right way. It doesn't look good for me. I don't think that's my chase in this set, realistically. But at the same time, there is a lot of nice cards that you can pick up in this set that have been starting to move up in the right way. So that's it for today, everybody. If you guys want to chat with me, hit me up in the comment section, drop a like, let me know what's going on. Until next time, everyone, Pat out.